You're being used for the cause, whereas our cause is freedom and liberty and individuality. That's what we stand for. I'm not talking about the establishment or the politicians or any of them. I'm talking about people. This is establishment versus people. And you have all forgotten that. And a lot of people on our side have forgotten that as well. This is establishment versus population. Most of the people on our side are for the people, the individuals. You've been conditioned to believe that we all think that like the races are inferior, that or all races are inferior to whites and women are inferior to men. Those are all individual debates we can have, but we are not the ones who live in a mindset of everything requiring or everything dependent on power. We are not the ones that say that the whites are oppressing the black. We don't put any thought into that. The liberals are on this side now. We literally don't put thought into those things because that is not serve our purpose. Now, it may seem that way. You're told that. You're shown footage that's been doctored. You shown, your whole side needs to make you believe we're crazy conspiracy theorists. And they actively discourage you from listening to us. And they keep the threat alive that if you go off course, that you're going to be ostracized and you'll end up on our side being destroyed by everybody that you love. And I say that you should have the courage to risk that, because anybody who feels that way about you does not deserve you. Why would you torture yourself for people who don't love you for who you are? They say they want you to embrace you and they support who you really are. But do they? When you step out of line, you are ostracized. And yes, you'll see it on our side, but it's not a forever sentence. It's not a social death sentence. And you know that your side does that constantly. You have to stay pure to the faith, just like the church. Surprise, it's not been religion, it's been ideologies the whole time. When a group takes power, whatever ideology, whether it's communism, fascism, religion, it doesn't matter. That type of ideology is just the descriptor. But all ideologies become that way when they gain power, because to every ideology, that is the best way to live, and it's absolutely crucial that we do our best to make everything reflect or live within that ideology. Otherwise, there's going to be the problems of the past. And the ideologies that are pushed always come on the wings of the greater good. I don't need to prove anything. It's there. It's happened throughout all of history. I don't need to link sources. I don't need to do any of that. Everything I've said about ideology specifically is all there, and it's all stuff you know. You can feel it. You're not happy. So yes, and I keep saying I'm extending an olive branch, and this sounds like I'm attacking you, but this is going somewhere. And I already kind of touched on it, but what I'm saying to you is that if you were to consider listening to us, right? Because we're the ones on the defense. We we don't need to come to you. We should. Everyone should, and I think if you open up and reach out and listen, you don't even have to approach anybody. You just listen, and you can even pretend not to believe the way you do now. Just talk to one of us. We're good people for the most part. We're not gonna shun you for wanting to listen, because to be honest with you, even though we're all militant, we're all starving for people to listen to us. The way you felt when the right was in charge. We all need you guys to listen to us, because you're not. And again, this isn't an attack. This is where I'm going with this, so you'll see what I'm talking about. And again, remember, you need to see this through the eyes of our side so that you understand how we feel. I'm not attacking you to start an argument. I'm explaining what we see. And you can try to prove us wrong if it's done in good faith. But you have to see how we see it. So anyway, this is my proposal to you. Test the waters however you need to, as long as it's sincere and honest and feels right, without attacking. And I'm not saying you have to come to our side, but what I'm saying is, if you keep listening and using your honesty and your sincerity and not letting your blinders just jump in and stop it the way it's designed to be to keep you here, that's designed to keep you the way you are. It's on purpose. That's how all ideologies work. That's how all propaganda works. It happens on both sides of the equation. Whatever you need to do, and you feel out what feels right to you. You don't have to believe anything people believe, but do what feels right to approach us and see us as more than just racist, bigoted scum, because we're not. We believe in meritocracy and actions. And if you were to debate the things you have problems with sincerity and honesty, you may even convince some people on this side, as long as it's using honesty and sincerity. But you first have to see us as people, because you don't. And a lot of us don't see you as people because of everything going on. We could do a little bit of this as well, but in a different way, I believe. Anyway, long story short, do whatever you need to do, regardless of how you do it. I would bet my bottom dollar on saying you will find people on our side that can learn to love you for you. I'm not talking about your identity. I'm not talking about your skin color. Those things should just be accepted, not celebrated, and then fuck your interior self. What you are as a person should be celebrated. And that's literally how our side does it. You're just shielded from that because you're dissuaded from listening and seeing it. Any big speaker on our side, I'm talking about the fucking government. Every citizen on our side that's rise to prominence is because of their virtues and who they are. And it doesn't have to be some righteous thing. You can come and show your art. You can come and show that what music you like, what movies you like. How often do you get to talk about that? Anyway, I'm getting off course. Our side will celebrate you for who you are. You need to get out of there where they prop up the parts of you that help the cause and say fuck the rest of you if you believe differently. Why are you in a place where if you believe differently you're shunned and scared into not talking about? You know how many leftists I've had secretly, like in person, tell me they don't agree with certain things? And I'm guessing it's a lot of you who feel that way as well. Come over to the place where we can laugh and disagree and make fun of each other, but still respect and love you as a person. I'm not talking about your skin color. I'm talking about your fucking identity. I'm talking about what you do and who you are. Don't you want that? Isn't that really what everyone craves? Is for someone to accept them and love them as just the person they are and not what they fucking look like? Think about this shit. Because everyone's fucking drowning right now. And this shit's about to hit critical mass soon. Think about the fact that everything the government pushes fits so perfectly into what you believe. Everything fits perfectly into what you believe. And then they promise you things so that you vote for them because it feels good. Like how Roe wasn't codified. Look into how easy it would have been to codify. Like, sincerely look into it. How easy it would have been to codify Roe like they were promising. Why didn't they do that when they knew that that Roe was probably going to be overturned? Now they could throw all the excuses at you. Oh, it's blah 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 blah. Like, we didn't have enough. They could have done it, and if they couldn't have done it before, how are they going to do it now? They needed your vote. I'm not attacking you politically. I'm saying that it's interesting that the government pushes a narrative that fits perfectly into what you all believe, what big tech happen to believe. If the government can't beat you, they assimilate you. Call me a conspiracy theorist, but am I fucking wrong about that? Really think about that. And then when they promise you stuff that goes along and then just for some reason just doesn't work out once they got your vote. They're the fucking government. They can make it work. If they're going to sit up there and tell you this is what we're going to do, that means that they're going to do it if they're being sincere. That means they have a plan to do it. And then they can be like, oh, the Republicans blocked it. It's like, well, then why did you promise it? Everyone knows that's a possibility. Why don't they say we're going to try and do this? The right, politically, the right does the same fucking thing, though in a different way right now. And here's the thing that some of you may not realize. The reason y'all keep getting schooled on like reality and the truth and why a lot of the hoaxes are coming out on the left is because the right doesn't need to lie. Now, a lot of you are saying, oh, both sides do it. They don't need to, because your side at least politically, your side keeps getting busted in all these hoaxes and scandals. So why would they do that? There's so much more power right now in truth. Strategically speaking, even though they probably don't fucking mean it. Strategically speaking, that's what I'd do. I would just tell the truth. And then I'd like to say to a lot of conservatives, don't fall in the trap of thinking our side's the good guys, because that's what the left did. Our side is the good guys right now, in my opinion. But it's only because we're on the shitty end of the stick right now. But the left was on the shitty end of the stick not long ago. And everybody just started assuming they were the good guys. And you start to see the lies being pushed where people just accept it because they've been honest this whole time. They can't lie. There's no way that they would lie about this. Your guard goes down. And I'm starting to see it on the right as well. You'll see little things pop up, little things, mistruths, missing information out of context. But everybody is so gung-ho about the right now because they're the ones pushing just truth. And I'll add again, that's, in my opinion, it's because truth is where the power's at right now to beat you. And now I'm talking about the politicians. I'm talking about the government. I'm not talking about people. So I'm not saying come over here and start worshiping the fucking right, because they can be just as bad, and we've all fucking seen it. It's humans. It's not left and right. It's fucking humans. You need to get out of there. They don't love you for you. Come to the side that will celebrate you for doing what is right. We don't give a fuck what you look like. We don't give a fuck if you're fucking... We don't care what you look like, what your background is. If you're doing the best you can in your capacity, you've got a home here. The other side, your side, cares what you look like, cares what your background is, but do they really love you? I'll just let that sit there. Anyway, I think I've said everything I've had to say. This is going to have to probably be 2 videos, because it's about 45 minutes at this point. But it's stuff that I really needed to get out, and it's stuff that you really need to think about, and I think it's stuff that you've already been thinking about. This could be your hero's journey. You take the blind leap to do what's right. And if you're doing what's right, then you will be carried through life on a journey you never could have possibly believed. I was a shitty fucking person my whole life. I was a fucking piece of shit. I won't go into it. When I started doing what's right, what felt right, not what people told me is right, there's a big difference. Everyone's got that little voice inside of them. It's universal. It has that, and it's always the same. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's like religion or anything, or religious or anything. I'm just saying everyone's got their own theories. Regardless, it could just be your fucking brain as a human. Everyone's got that same fucking voice inside. And if you follow that voice, nothing can technically go wrong because everything will go exactly how it's supposed to with you, if you're doing the right thing. Even if shit explodes in your face, at least it exploded in your face with you doing the right thing, and you can go to your grave knowing that you either didn't ever sell your soul or you redeemed your soul. And you don't, I don't mean that, again, I don't mean that religiously. I mean you as a person. Think about that. You can come to a place where you're a good fucking person just for doing the right thing. What you know is right. All that acceptance that you guys talk about over there, we have it. You just aren't listening. They're not letting you listen. And they're telling anyone who listens that they're no longer allowed in the society. And you're being cast to the wilderness if you listen and voice that you've listened. We don't do that. That's atrocious. I won't say what I was about to say, but it's horrific to keep people in a state of fear that they'll have nowhere to go because the other side hates you for being gay or black, and if you don't stick with us, then you're not gonna make anyone love you. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? That's the good guys to you? Now you can come over here, not have to deal with that bullshit, and then say that there's problems in society we need to fix, but it'll be on good faith. We will never say that no one will love you if you go somewhere. That you won't be accepted. And don't fucking try to twist this. Because some people are going to say, well, you just said that our side doesn't know. I'm saying we're going to say we think you're misguided. You're going to the side that is not going to value you for you, that will value your traits. Your side says they will hate you for your traits. But they can't fucking hold a flame to us to say we won't value their actions, because that's been proven time and time again, and you all fucking know it. A lot of you feel worthless over there, like life's not worth living. You come here and you meet people that will strengthen you, that will push you, that will make you a better fucking person, that will make you feel good about the choices you make. Not because they make you, but because they're there to support you and help you and bring you up as fucking brothers and sisters. Regardless of what you look like. I don't give a fuck what kind of ideological shit's been put in your head that we're gonna secretly want to keep you under us, and we're using you to no. We value meritocracy. We value actions. We value good deeds. And at the very least, if you're just gonna sit there and do nothing, as long as you're not attacking anybody, we don't give a shit either. You need to come over and be cherished for what you are as a person, not what you fucking look like. That's all I gotta say. And to be honest with you, I do give you guys a lot of shit online because I don't like a lot of stuff that's going on. But I have a lot of people who can attest to this, that I'm constantly going back to. These people are slaves. These people are captive. And it's not an attack on your personality, because I was also a slave. You know, when I went overseas, I gung ho, Mr. American, fighting, going to liberate the fucking Iraqis. Now I know it's all a lie. I'm still proud of my service. I still I'm proud that I served with the people I served with. I wouldn't change that, but I was the one that was like, yep, they're definitely weapons of mass destruction, and fuck these people. They're all terrorists. And it really was. And then people would be like, it's for oil, and I didn't see the wisdom. I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. Like, you guys just hate America. I was that person. And now I see the lies, and that's part of what woke me up. And I helped with that. You need to have your wake-up moment. You need to I don't mean this in the political sense, but you need to take your red pill. I mean that in the philosophical sense. Because you are fucking trapped in a destructive fucking machine. And you need to liberate yourself. You can message me. I can direct you to people. I won't tell anybody. I won't put your shit online. I won't throw it in your face. Even if it's not for you, you turn around and tell me it was all fucking lies and you hate me, I still won't betray that confidence. And that's what I mean by our side values, actions, and sincerity and all that good stuff. I still won't betray that. So if you want to reach out and talk to me about you being trapped, I can help you on how I got out of my own little personal cult from back in the day. And I can show you stuff that will strengthen your resolve and make you proud of standing up against the horrible shit that's going on right now. You can be the good guys. You can be proud of what you've done and go to your grave knowing you made a difference. Because you cannot honestly sleep at night thinking that this shit is going in a positive direction. You may enjoy the benefits, but you're just setting it up for you to be crushed when the tables turn. You don't want to be on your side when the tables turn. Trust me, you don't. But at the very least, get the fuck out for that. I'm here. Anyone who liked this video, please share it. If you hated it, I get it. I get it. But I think it's important, and I think more people need to start looking at you guys as trapped and not so much as evil. Because you're doing evil shit right now. And there's people on our side that do evil shit too. I know the arguments. But the machine is fucking evil. You need to leave the fucking machine. Even if you don't join our side. See, just get out of the machine. Like, seriously. Message me if you want. You can message and say, fuck you, I don't care. But I think more people need to start spreading the message that you guys are trapped in the machine, not so much just evil bastards. And still stand up to the most outspoken of you, relentlessly, but help those who want out and are afraid to get out and are afraid they'll be exposed. Because there's a transition period where you have to like be winged out of these things so that you're not terrified of being exposed. We've got your back. 100%. Most people here have your fucking back. Because we don't want this world. And anybody who is the type of person that you guys make us out to be, the few that are, they've learned their fucking lesson, I would say. You guys have done a fucking number on them, for sure. And they know who they are. And they know that some of the stuff you said was true about them. They've suffered their hell. It's time to start calming this shit down. So anyway, hit me up if you want. I've been rambling. It's going on almost an hour now. And get the fuck out of there. We hope you all the best. And just try to start feeling good about yourself and see that there is a path where you can be supported for who you are and feel good about yourself. But anyway, thanks for watching. Share, like, share, subscribe. I hate saying that, but mostly share. And this may be a part 1 and a part 2 if I can't fit all this into one video. So if it says part 1 in the title, look for the second part and share them both. It's important. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for listening. Regardless of your feelings, you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.